Alright. First things first. This is what your mirror should look like. Shadow Presence. Dark Regeneration. Max out Death Defiance, obviously. Greater Reflex, 2 dashes. Boiling Blood. Pretty big. That's why you should be casting. Plus 50% damage from attacks and specials when they have a cast in them, when they have a stone in them. So cast. Keeping in line with that. Do this one, Stygian Soul. You can get an extra cast every 3 seconds. You only get 1 instead of 3. But I think it averages out to more casts per second. Plus you don't have to run around and pick up the stones from the battlefield, which is just kind of one less thing to think about. Yeah, deep pockets, definitely. This one's stupid. Thick skin is way better than high confidence. Privilege status is huge. You should always be going for 2 status effects and looking for that little starburst symbol over their heads. You always want that. Dark Foresight's not really worth it. Get 40% chance for rare or better boons. God's Legacy. I mean, you could do either one here, really. Because epics are pretty good usually. But the duos and legendaries are huge, so I go for that. It's more fun anyway. Fated Persuasion. Over Fated Authority. This one lets you change room types. But that's not that great. If you really want to make your run the best, probably go with Fated Persuasion. This costs a lot of money to do. It's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 for each of these stones. But then when you get a list of 3 boons, you can choose which one you want to upgrade. So if I were you, I would hit this thing, use a key, get all your darkness back, and just max out all of these as much as you can. Obviously, the last one to do is this one. If you get 1 rank in it, that's good. For your beginner run, I would do, I think I mentioned this once too, start with Athena. Get the dash. Do that. I'm doing this with the shield. I'm doing it. No upgrade. This is the regular stock shield. So, just like what you'd have. I'm turning these all off. Change my mind. Just gonna do it. Do it stock. Oh, cover your eyes. This is spoilers.
Is this some kind of offering for me? No, hold a moment. This appears to be a message. Part of one. Then, can this mean... I have to notify the others.
Like I said, take the dash. It just makes so many rooms a lot easier. Here's a little ding there for this dumb little minigame. Oops. Hmm.
This lives up to your expectations, mate. In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message.
More spoilers. Cover your eyes.
Whoa, just for a moment, Zach. Now, I can recognize an invite when I see one, man. And this is definitely, almost certainly, some sort of invite. One for me and one for everybody else, it looks like here. Oh, I'm excited. That is something really... A boon for a boon.
So these all suck. Well, this one's pretty good. Don't take this. Ever. I don't want to get rid of Divine Dash. If I didn't have Divine Dash, I would take this because it's pretty good. I could just take the call. Or, I wouldn't mind having this on my attack. Good way to get... So the attack here for this doesn't stack with any kind of hammer upgrades. So maybe I don't. Maybe I'd put it on my special if that comes up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use one of these random rerolls.
I would like none of these.
Special inflicts hangover. So what I want to do is I want to get my attack damage up from hammers for this. From dataless hammers. So... like I said, this doesn't scale with that. It just inflicts 5 hangover damage no matter what, every time you hit, which is pretty good. Nothing wrong with that, but I'd rather do this. Just to apply some sort of curse, status effect. Trippy Shot's good, but it's not a status effect. Just stuns them when they're in the fog, which is good. And the burst damage is good. 100 from a cast. Gets up to 150 easily with boons, or palms, but special. I have a thing where if I take a key, I get another one of those stones for re-rolling, so I'm going to take that. But you could also just do... actually, you know what? I'm going to do minimal re-rolls because I don't know if you have that yet. I get heals from darkness, so let's do that. It's a thing that you'll get later, after you beat it. It's like a no-hit room, challenge room. Don't have anything that I care about using a palm on yet, so take the life.
Feeling good.
157 coin makes it not worth going there.
Lucky find.
So I haven't even shown the bull rush yet, but you can just tank these guys and then go through them, which is what makes the shield really good for beginner. You tank everything basically. So Athena attack does scale and is a plus percentage for attack damage if I were to take that. And again, I'm not going to get that out of this, so I think I will take that.
Anything I need.
Athena. Normally I wouldn't take Athena because It's actually not great for applying status effect. You have to get a secondary boon to apply status effect. First one deflects. Then you need to look for another one. I forget what it's called. Blinding Flash. Abilities that deflect also make them exposed, which counts as a status effect for the purposes of privilege favor. So, privilege status, privilege favor, whatever it's called. These guys just keep dashing, especially with Athena's shield dash. You can just deflect their projectiles. Once you do, they don't hurt you. Oop. It's a little tough to do damage when you don't have an attack boon yet. So.
Some members of our family do not yet fully understand just how precarious your situation is, cousin. My Lord Dionysus here. He goes about as though this is a festive matter of some sort.
Did I just get the do a boon?
Come on, Athena, girl, you really mean to tell me that discovering a long-lost relative isn't a cause for celebrating right away? I mean, you can't be telling me a thing like that. Because if Zag isn't a cause for feasting, I don't know.
I did. I mean, if the attack was hard, I'd take it over calculated risk right now. Even though it's a duo, which makes it super rare, super valuable if I sell it, but I'm just going to take it because it's here.
The strength of the goddess.
I'd much rather have the attack boon.
Oh, gods. Surrounded. Crushed.
I think in these rooms you get like you get a certain amount of gold for each kill, so even though it's time and you just need to survive, you do get money by getting kills, so it's worth going for. I'm almost certainly going to get 20 plus. Yeah, look at that, went flawless and got it all back. Still don't have anything I'd rather use this on, so let's hope I get friggin' Athena attack this time. I will always take these 2 boon rooms, they're called trials, in the first 2 biomes. I would have to consider it based on how well I'm doing in Elysium, because they are a little harder. You get them, those guys you have to kill twice, guys with shields. This is unfortunate. I really want attack.
Something else.
There it is. See, plus 57. Oh, look at that. I want that one too, but I'm gonna hope to get it later. Just because it's a little bit harder now that I've got the dash to get the attack. So once you get one of those first 4 slots, you know, dash, special, cast, attack, or dash, attack, special, cast. Once you get one of them from one of the gods, it's a little bit harder to get another one from that same god. Get out of it. Get out of there.
Now that was quite a sight. I gotta hand it to you, man, and you deserved it.
I don't think this is all that great. None of these are really all that great. I might just take this. It's a lot of damage, 17 every 9 seconds. So I know you said you don't use these, but I might just take Trippy Shot. No, I'm not going to do that. If you only use these on the bosses, it's worth it. If you just don't remember until you get the flash on your screen to use Greater Call, it's worth it for the bosses. You can clear all the main rooms really easily without using it, so I'm sure it helps, but, you know, it's worth having one of these. I'm going to take this one.
Cheers, mate.
He will give me life. This will be a palm. I actually want the palm now because I got that attack boon. I don't care too much about life. I'm going to be pretty much fine. Or oval money.
You want to die again?
Ah, stupid.
Power of Olympus.
Of course, it doesn't give it to me. I'm not going to waste a reroll.
Better blessing.
I think it's going to be the sneak. I can beat the sneak pretty easy. Like I said, I'm not trying to use too many rerolls since I don't know how many you have, but this will give me a little healing too, so let's go for it. Should be extra healing because it's an elite fight. Oh, it's these guys. Really easy when you have deflect, because you can just deflect them.
This won't end well for you.
Yeah, 36. It's going to heal me for quite a bit. 27. With that Dark Regeneration maxed out. I'm going to get some more here. Look at that. So worth getting the boon, even though I didn't get it for what I wanted to. That was stupid. See, use the call there. It flashes on the screen, so. So I got plenty of money to do this, but take these. Always take these. They're just so huge. But you just need to know which ones to take too, so.
My weapon's hidden.
In this case, both of, I mean, this one's okay. This is not like a bad one, but you're not going to notice it. It's not that much fun. This is really good. Bull Rush, I believe, counts as attack, so that scales with my attack boon, which scales damage. So 80 damage base is huge. And then scale that with what is right now 57, but if I get a boon, it's going to be 75 or something, so that's huge. Or I like this one because it sounds like not knocking back is bad, right? But it fucking keeps them right where you're smacking your shield over and over again. And it attacks twice every single time it hits, so It's like double damage, double DPS at least, and you don't have to keep chasing them down, which has been screwing me up so far. I don't know if you noticed, but it screws you up when you use this thing. How it knocks them away so far.
Modified. Hello.
So I have a hard time with her here, recognizing her different attacks, and also the timing on dodging through her dash. So I shouldn't even. I still shouldn't die here, but take more hits on her than I would on the other two.
No. Wait. Just the first part. No murderer. Just Zagreus. Or, let's see, how about happy? Can you say happy? That's not happy.
Ah. See, what the hell am I doing? That's the one that I can't just... She fucking whips out first, and then... Here, let me just sit over here now. The shield's nice for those stationary attacks where she is sending out the bullet health kind of thing, so you just throw that right through it and clear it away really quick. This is why Dark Regeneration is so good. Once you're just stuck on like Hades or Theseus and Asterius, you can just, at both bosses before that, you just heal right back up. Heal up again here. I don't want Athena on anymore.
Next up, Asphodel. Which one?
Another good way to start. I mean, it's nice to do that and get the Athena dash, but a good way to start is just use this thing. It's not plus 80 when you get it, but like I didn't have an attack boon for a while. You fly through without any boons, and then as you get boons, you know you don't need this anymore because they are increasing damage so much anyway. For this one here, I mean, if you're scared about dying, you could use Skelly, but you really shouldn't. I wouldn't even take it yet. Might be worth taking the coin purse, just have something, more money to spend. More life, not worth it right now. Could do this for the next level or so here. Although you don't have this one yet. You get that at the end of the game. What is something else I could want? I could cast. I don't have a cast yet, do I? Good cast would be Poseidon. That's something you could put your knockback on, because you want to do it when you could use it as like a zoning technique to somebody's getting close. Just throw your cast out and then knock them away. Then it's not on. You're not forced to on your attack to use it, but it helps if you're in a pinch. I don't think I want to use any of these, so I'm gonna use the coin purse. I might just use this to level. Yeah, I wouldn't use this, but I'm just gonna do it because I'm trying to get everything to rank 3. So I'm gonna use that. You should stick to another boon if you don't have the one that you want yet, or if you go for a specific duo. In fact, what is the duo between... I already got it, that's right. Dionysus and Athena. Yeah, let's just do that.
Go with that one.
I could do an early Cascade here, which would be good because then I know it won't be there when, you know, I won't have the curse on me when I go to fight the boss. Which I had happen once with the spear, and all I could do was throw it. I couldn't attack with it. And it was miserable, and I died. So I'm gonna do that because I got plenty of money and life, and hopefully I get attack bonus up. And if you're going to take one, always look and see what you're giving up, because it could be a Daedalus Hammer, or one of the boons you're looking for specifically. So, I don't care about money too much.
This is the greatest delicacy of Olympus, Master Chaos. It's for you. I think normally it would be difficult
Spoilers.
for the Olympians to get it to you here. I just think the act of giving isn't quite the same as an exchange. I know I won't be getting any sort of other talisman or something in return, but through these offerings, I can.
I see. So then the action is akin to theft. For you are getting something in return that I did not intend to give. I still have much to learn from my creation, Son of Hades. So let us say that we have made an even trade. My learning for...
Is that maxed? No, one more.
How strange it is to be subjected to the fates. But do not fall into the cognitive delusion that they have already made your choices for you, Son of Hades. Rather, they are keen about it.
Yep, I'm gonna do this. Stack on the attack damage. Short dash for 3 encounters is not bad. This is good too. These are both really good. Dash strike, I mean, the dash strike is good on this, but how often? Yeah, let's just go with damage. Alright, give me the friggin' palm for attack this time, please.
More Drakens. Time to collect.
There it is. 50. So the first, I'm sure you noticed there's diminishing returns. You get 1 palm on your main attack, whether you're using the dash, the attack or the special more often. That's usually pretty good. You don't have to go for too many palms after that. Pretty much don't ever want it on this, which is really just for deflection. I don't care too much about that. So this one's already got one. You can see it only goes up by 1 now every palm, which is actually 2 DPS over 4 seconds. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, this is going to be worth way more when I stack on another Daedalus Hammer that affects attack strength.
Stronger still.
Ooh. So, there are 2 things I like to go for Hermes. I don't need them for this boss. I really want the Hermes ones mainly for Hades, and it's nice to have it for the Theseus and Asterius fight. But I really don't need it for that. So I could wait, because I'll probably get them again at some later point, and I could use another Athena to go for that blinding flash, or just anything in my cast, because that's weak right now. It's really not all that important that I get something for cast, just because I'm just using it to really put the stone in them and then get 50% plus damage on them. But what else could I get here? Get a palm. Not worth it. let's go for this for now. Just because, like I said, I don't need it until Hades, and I'm going to get one before then. Look at that palm, that's good. I'm going to take this to Demeter cast. She doesn't actually shoot a cast. Well, yeah, she puts down a crystal that sucks. Don't take the crystal. Just don't do it. Don't ever do it.
Thank you, mate.
I'm going to stack this up again. I'm going to take this healing a little bit, and I still need more darkness. So I buy it whenever I can see it, whenever it's for sale. More Dionysus. It's Crystal Beam. Really, it's only good if you get it with this, with Artemis Duo Boon. Tracks foes more effectively. It just misses. I mean, it like barely moves once you throw it out. That's like, I mean, I would take this if I could get it, but I doubt I'm going to get it. Not going to replace either of those. I could get Rare Crop, which would be really nice, but that's, I don't know if it comes in the first one you get. Rare Crop makes 1, 2, or 3 of your current boons worthless, and then within 9 encounters they're maxed out, so very good to get. Yeah, we'll go for it.
Why not?
Hey, look at that, I got that. So 2 of my boons are gonna be trashed now, and then become much better. Dash and Call. 2 that I did not particularly care about. The Call will be good, but the Dash really... I mean, I guess it does work eventually. You dash straight through an enemy, which I do all the time, especially in boss fights. Guess it's worth it. So this is the worst mini-boss fight here on this floor. It's going to be real tough for me with my diminished dash distance. But one of the reasons that... This specific fight is one of the reasons that Athena Dash is so good. Because you could just send the balls right back at them without having to sit in the middle island here and try to dodge through a hail of fucking purple balls. So, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, we're just going to cheese it here. Or like I said, you could do it. Oh, that's right, I have that duo boon that makes the projectile slower. So that's nice. Forgot about that, that's why they're barely moving. I used to die in this fight so much. I've gotten better at it even without the Athena boon, but it makes it much easier.
In the name of Hades.
I'm just going to do this, just a nice burst. It's going to be good when I go into the Styx rooms, those small rooms, where you just got to get in and try to, especially because it stuns everything, so. Just the heart. I'll take the heart. Let's try to get up to at least 200, 225. Projectiles are so slow that I can just stand there and smack them away before they Idiot. Jump right back into the fog. Cool. You know, when they're in red health with this weapon, they stay stunned. So you can just keep wailing on them since you're not knocking them back. It is not the case if you have the rail. The rail stuns nothing. So if that's all you're using, you have to be a lot more deliberate with your movement, dodging in and out. Alright, got my full dash back. 180 for now is plenty. Health, that is. So I will take the money here. So so this is the thing that you should be doing is using the codex. I know that I have 2 of his right now, which means that if they're the right ones, his legendary will be available. And it is. Look at that. I got Trippy Shot in 2 of them, which I think even increases the odds of it coming up. Hangover, afflicted foes take bonus damage in Pestifog. Pestifog is what you throw with your cast, and I'm inflicting Hangover with my special right now. So that would be pretty good. It makes it really not bad at all. I'm going to do that. I'll leave Hermes for now, because I don't need it for this boss fight at all.
Cheers, mate.
If you can get it. I don't want to use these too much, like I said, but yeah, it's not. I'll just do this. I'll take the... Yeah, we'll do this one. I mean, this thing does, I think, hit multiple enemies, you know, if they're in a kind of sitting in the same area, so... It's not going to help me here, because I'm not going to do it. It's not going to help me on Hades, which is something you should always think about. Will this help me on Hades? If you're getting a Hades and you're dying there, definitely bring a freaking call with you, because when you told me you got down to 10% once, guess what? You do 10% damage easily with a call, so...
I have to say.
It's another place where the Athena dash is really good, because his attack in this form is deflectable, which is nice. Right there, just dash right through it. So one thing that Trippy Shot does is it doesn't allow you to stick a stone in the enemy. So that's something that I was kind of weighing. When I took it, I realized that was going to be an option that was lost to me. An extra 50% from boiling blood. But you can see when they rear their head that they're going to do the dash at you. So here, watch this call now. Watch what happens with this. Look at how quickly his health goes down here. Why would you not... And all I'm doing is dashing through him. Why would you not take a call? I only had to think about it when it came up on the screen that greater call was available. And we got it flawless that, by the way. But always just take a call. And like I said, it opens up avenues for legendaries and duos. What's his call called? Zeus's Aid. Let's see here. Doesn't do this one, but look at that at the bottom. Zeus's Aid will trigger this with Artemis. Zeus's Aid will trigger this with Ares. Zeus's Aid triggers this. Basically, all these duos, for the most part, not all of them. Strike, Special, Cast, Dash, and Call are the ones that you need to have with you to, allow these to become available. See, this one is a little bit more, but even Static Discharge becomes available when you have Attack, Call, Dash, Revenge damage, Attack, Cast. I said Attack, Special. So it's, you want them. Even if it's just to do that, even if it's just to unlock these duo boons, they become incredibly powerful. I'm going to show you how good this thing is. I don't need it for this, but I'm going to take it with me and do that. I'd like to just rank this up, but you saw what that does, right? In the final encounter in each region, take 0 damage the first 5 times foes hit you. Should really call it here and go to bed, but let's do it in one run. Now I'll take the Hermes. Look at that. Didn't have to waste it before. So on this floor, I like to stay in the entrance area a lot and try to pull somebody. So I switched to attack the archer there because he was lining me up with his bow, and I wanted to stun him.
Right on time. I get to be the messenger this time. In the name of
Spoilers.
Olympus, this is an official message. Lord Hermes, got here as quickly.
Why, that looks like you've got a message just for me this time. How special is that, boss? Some sort of invite from the looks of things. You sure that I'm supposed to have this, seeing as I'm not official?
Okay, there's 2 that I look for here. There's one that is not here that when you dash, you gain bonus movement, speed, and you become sturdy for like 0.7 seconds or 0.5 seconds, whatever, 0.3 seconds maybe. Take it. It's worth it. It gets you out of the range of Hades' spin attack, and it gets you around the back of Theseus much easier. So that's one to take. And the same thing here. Dash. Just 1 extra dash gets you out of... It means you don't have to time your dashes for Hades' spin attack, which is a little bit off. It's like telegraphed earlier than you expect it to be. So you end up wasting your 2 dashes, and then he can redirect himself into your path a little bit, and that means you're going to get hit because you've already blown your dashes, and he can redirect, like I said. So this just makes that so much easier. That's one of the 2, and you'll pretty much always get one of those 2, especially if you get the thing where you get to reroll. You'll pretty much always have one of those 2. I'm going to do this here. I'm probably only going to get like 40 gold or something and probably take a couple hits, but... Shield guys, dash behind them once they start their attack. Yeah, I'm not getting much in the way of gold here. See, there. I didn't think about using my call. I should use it. I had 2 charges there. Would have got them down a lot quicker. But I'll take the 55. Take the Daedalus. Same thing I said here. These guys, I don't know if it's only when they're elites, when they have the yellow armor health bars. When they do, I think they attack 3 times, and each one will be in your direction. So they're pretty nasty in that case. I think he only attacks once now because he's a regular one. But if he was going to attack 3 times, you know, if he had the yellow health bar, just know to stay. Oh God, why did he get turned around? Stay away from him while that's going on. I think if I had faster enemy projectiles still, those could get around my attack before I threw it out every time, but... Special can strike, yeah, I don't care about that. After special hits your next 2 attacks, deal plus 80 damage. I don't think that's worth it. I really don't, because I'm not going to sit, because I'm, you know, you see what I'm doing. I'm getting these guys locked in place, stun locked, and I'm not going to be throwing a special. I'm going to be doing the same thing against the boss. I'm not going to do it. Bull Rush. I should start using this against armor. So again, it's not going to help me against Hades at all, which is unfortunate. These aren't great. None of these are really great. I would have liked the one that's Bull Rush that I could throw as up for 80 base damage. That would have been great. But this will help here, and it'll help against a couple enemies in sticks, especially because I take the armored, the elite fights in sticks. I think they're easier. You only have like 3 max enemies to deal with instead of a room full of friggin' those guys who throw the poison daggers at you. Satyrs. So I'm going to take this. It's not that great. I'm a little upset that I didn't get the other one that I had before. I'm going to do this for the health. Not going to waste 35 on it. Maybe I will. Be safe. You should be safe too. This kid's gonna give me an extra reroll. I'm trying not to use those anymore though. These guys suck. You need to use ranged attacks against them. It's a little bit worse when they're armored. But yeah, they blow up on contact, or on death even, so if you melee them, they're going to hurt you. For 10, each one that blows up near you is 10 damage. So you can dash through them, do a little bit of damage that way. But that's the best thing to do, stay away from them. And now see, these are up. They're purple now. They're maxed. Actually, do they go? They might go to heroic even. So after 9, they're at epic. After 12, they'll be heroic. So this is gonna do so much damage now. When he uses this against Hades, it's gonna do 20-25% of his health. Use the friggin' calls. After everyone, I don't know if you noticed, I go around looking for the pots that could have money in them. And also the Wells of Charon. So I could just go here. See, this is one where I might not do this because I don't want Demeter at all. Now that I got Rare Crop, I definitely don't want her. Although I do want Athena's flashing or blinding flash. So I'm going to do it. Don't ever take, so, you know, whichever one you do, whichever one you don't take, empowers the enemies that you fight. Athena sucks, especially in this room, and on Elysium, where what she does is she like puts a little like thing on the ground that puts a shield on the enemies that are within it. And that can happen to the souls after you kill a guy, and then they regenerate. So always take her first here. She just has like this spinning vortex, which is telegraphed by a little circle. And then like 2 seconds later, it becomes a spinning vortex that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's not that bad to deal with. I'd much rather deal with that than enemies that come back because I can't fucking attack them.
I thank you, cousin.
Please, Blinding Flash. No Blinding Flash. This one's trash. 7%. It's ridiculous. This is actually pretty good. One thing that you might not realize are traps are in the Hades fight. In the phase 2, he puts down those green vases that explode into like arms coming up out of the ground. Those are traps. Also, everything in Styx, those the spinning blades that fly around the rooms. Those will kill you sometimes, so it's not bad. But man, I'm really upset that I didn't get. Let's see, her legendary is amazing. Brilliant Riposte is the only requirement. I'm going to take that just in case I get that then. But I really want the Blinding Flash so that I can trigger Privileged Favor with just my attack and my special. Right now I can't do it at all. Or even my dash. My dash would do it, but just dash through an enemy and
Sorry, Demeter. Let's give her a show.
ah. I could if she gives me. It was actually not terrible. Hers, she gives really good damage bonus on her attacks. So if she gives me the one that would replace my main attack, I might take it. Just to guarantee that I have that. But she didn't, though. So I can do this, though. Whenever you cast damage puts around you and inflict chill. So there you go. I can stand next to somebody, cast, inflict chill that way, and then throw my special at him. Put 2 statuses on him.
Cool, cool.
Zeus is another one. His initial boons don't create a status effect, but then the secondary one is really good. Jolted's really good. See his attack chains lightning, and then gives Jolted to all those, which damages them for a chunk when they try to attack their next attack, and then it wipes the status away. But you can apply it so much that every attack they do just does so much damage to them. I'm going to do this, though. You shouldn't care that it says an elite fight. It's either going to be Asterius, the Minotaur, or it's going to be the Butterfly Ball, which isn't great, but not too worried about that anymore. Yeah, Butterfly Ball.
Guess that takes soul pressure again.
See, there you go. I got the privileged status on it because of the cast. You can see when this guy shoots 3 arrows, so I just dodged all 3 there pretty easily. You can see when they're going to come at you.
Butterfly knows what she's doing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message. Lady Demeter, this is for
Ooh.
you.
What's all of this, young Zagreus? A message of some sort for me indeed. I can't decipher it, although it
Quickly switch to a different game.
So I would not dash shoots again. Yeah, see, that's another way for me to do it. I might just do it like this too. It's a shame. If this is an attack, I'd love this on attack right now. Her attack does even better. You know, this does 84. This would be over 100 if it was Demeter's. Hers does better plus percentage. Which I guess you said you use Demeter a lot. Chill is not the best status effect, but it's nice that her attacks, I guess that's how they balance it, Her attacks just do a nice burst of damage on their own. So I could, see, I'm not worried about needing to deflect. Deflect is nice. I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to do this, but I would recommend you keep Divine Dash. And just hope that you get Blinding Flash in this case. I could also do this and then just, anytime I get hit, they'll be chilled, but let's do this.
Athena won't mind, will she?
Oh, there's some money.
I'm rich.
I'm not going to do this now because I think I need to take this to the boss fight with me at this point. I'm only 3 or 4 chambers away.
Bright swords.
Actually playing really bad in this room. My dash strike is throwing me off for some reason. Ah, I couldn't attack because it threw my shield out. These usually have money in them, so I mean,
For sale.
life. This one does not. Although I could gain. So you can even roll these, if you're really hurting for life. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to lose.
Should be handy.
And actually, you should come over here and check first before you do that, because you might get the exclamation mark room here, which is Patroclus, which, if you're hurting, replenishes all of your death defiances. Or, if not, it's worth taking just the healing. It's a lot of healing. I don't really need money. I don't really need anything here, but he could give just bonus dodge chance, which is a nice one to have after you get one of those 2 dash ones I was talking about. So, let's do that. These guys dodge straight through and then hit him in the back while they're facing the other way. They take a break after a second.
Hello, Hermes. In the name of Hades.
I will. This is terrible. 1% over 2 seconds. Don't ever take that. Move speed really doesn't help all that much. It's slightly helpful, especially because you can get up to like 40 with the if it's epic, I guess. But attack speed's nice for this because look at that. Don't care about gems. Oh, that's for requires 15 heat. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of Zeus at this point. Do I need more money though? probably get something like this. After you dash, just before getting hit, a bolt strikes a nearby foe. Not going to be helpful. None of these are going to be helpful. Yeah. Just gonna take the money. Ugh. So I don't know if you know this about these Zagreus rooms.
Want to stand back and watch me work here, Zag?
You get an extra Centaur heart if you get more kills than him. That's the goal, not just surviving. Probably gonna lose Death Fight here because I'm gonna be going for that. Oh, I don't have the deflect anymore. I was trying to deflect there. So if there's beefy enemies in this room, don't even go for him because he'll kill him, and you need to focus on getting more deaths quicker. That's your focus here.
Thank the gods.
You've gotten stronger, Zag. Oh, late.
Here, fishies. But this. It's a calf.
Palm would be good for Trippy Shot at this point. But I'm going to hope for some health in here. Yeah, look at that. And I might get an attack from her, which would be great right now.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Did not get attack. But I did get a way to inflict another status effect. Although, look at this, 13% from damage. It's twice as much, basically. I think they were both rare, too. These ones need to be nearby, but way better. That's actually worth it. It's a decent way to inflict status, though, doing these two. This one for room clearing. This one for boss fights. I'm gonna go with this, resist damage. Since it is pretty easy for me to dash at somebody and then hit him with my special. So what am I going in with? How much health here?
Rematch.
Please fight with me again, Asterius. I mean, just like before. You must forgive me my indecencies of late. This blasted fiend, his lies and treachery get right under my skin. Or
Swear something to me, King, that you'll discard your fears about our bond. The short one here is never going to break it. He doesn't even understand it. The only one who can break it is you yourself.
This is recording, right? Yeah, nice.
oh, my dear friend Asterius, I see, of course, you're right. You're right. You're right. And I solemnly do swear to you indeed that I shall never again doubt our brotherhood, nor shall I ever listen to this fiend. Together, now and always.
Well, glad that's it then.
Face me. Show him.
Fuck is he running to? I've never seen them do these attacks before.
If you dare, blackguard, either way I shall crush you.
So you want to dash straight underneath that attack when he does it. Oh, see, I resisted that because of that acorn thing that I took. And that one too. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to take a hit there. Alright, so now, do you know how he attacks? He's basically got two attacks. You know, the throw, which you should just dash around the outside edges until he throws it, and then he always turns his back to you from where you are, so you can always get backstabs in right then. And the other thing is that spin thing, which if you dash straight through, you don't quite get right back to where you can hit him, but that's why the extra dash or the dash plus that gives you move speed from Hermes is so important, because you can just dash right to where you see his backside is open. I've also got my God Gauge up now, so I'm going to use my call soon. I might actually wait until... yeah, I should probably use it now, just take him down the thing. You can also look at the thing over here. It shows you how many you got left. I've been hit 4 times. It gave me 5 free hits. I've been hit 4 times. So I haven't lost any health yet because of this thing. And, I mean, I should have all 5. I played pretty stupid so far. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to dodge around this first attack from him, and then I'm going to go and use my hangover on him. Alright, so now he does this thing. Dude, you should always, I don't know how you fight during this phase, you should just pretty much always wait until that stuff goes away. This one's pretty easy from Ares, you can just kind of stay. So once Ares attacks 3 times, he stays away for a while, so you have plenty of time to... Ah! Guess the hangover damage killed him there.
That's one champion unseated.
So, I took one more hit there. Maybe I didn't. Did I even take a hit? Either way, I didn't lose any damage there because of that acorn. And because of the way that it works, where you don't get stunned or there's no flash on the screen, I keep a rhythm the whole time. I don't ever even consider the fact that I took a hit. This one is actually pretty good. The Broken Spear Point is actually pretty good in these Styx rooms where there are where those crystal laser enemies come up, because you'll get hit from one and then it does 1 damage, and then you don't have to worry about taking, they hurt you like every 0.2 seconds, so they could add up, but with this it negates that for a second and a half. I'll probably take Skelly. I don't think I need to right now with full things, and I'm doing pretty good DPS. I could do this again because, like I said, it's helpful even on that. The thing that hurts about there is you might take some weak damage from the green pulsing waves, or when he throws the skull at you. Those really don't hurt much, but it's just it takes away your acorn pretty quick sometimes. Let's go with Skelly. None of those.
To the surface. I've reached the surface.
I was going to check what he's got down there first. Oh, see, I might get Blinding Flash now, which would be nice. I don't know if you know a perfect catch on those, but if it's not, if the bobber doesn't go on the first 3 bobs, we know the 4th one you can just mash the button as soon as it bobs because that's it. It's still the 4th one. It's the easiest way to get perfect catches. Fill out your codex with the more rare fish. Yeah, I definitely want this. Please give me Blinding Flash finally. Okay, this saved me once, by the way. This was huge in one time, but I just played like crap against him, and once I lost my Death Defiances, I just played it safe, and re-healing life like that was huge. This is incredible that I have to choose between these two now. This is so amazingly clutch. Once every 20 seconds, negate an instance of damage. I'd rather just, I'm able to apply the 2 now pretty easily. Maybe I just don't. Bonus backstab damage is nice. I'm doing this. If I were you, I'd take this. This is so good. Although in your case, you might need this to apply privilege favor or whatever it is. Does it tell you what it is up here? Yes. Privilege status. So if you need that still because you've only got, because you're having a hard time doing it with the dash, or you didn't take the dash and you still have Athena's dash, you need to take Blinding Flash here so that you can get that extra 40% damage against Hades. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that. That Divine Protection is really nice, though. So like I said, I like to take the elite fights here. I think they're easier. 270 health. I don't really need the health. This, what has he got over here? Palms and a heart. I could buy a palm with this, so that's also one of the elites. So I'll probably take those 2. I might do this for the thing I was talking about. I might even go do that first. See if I can get Divine Protection. Let's go palm first.
Maybe this way.
So when I go in these rooms, what do I have that's crowd control? I've got my, basically my cast. This is why you need a cast, dude. Cast here is huge. If you have Poseidon's cast, and it does knockback, that just throws these guys around the room and they can't attack you. So as soon as I get into a room, I'm going to throw a cast. I'm going to dash over there and try to get him stun locked somewhere. No money, and we go. These guys die to a single dash, by the way, as long as you have a as long as you have a dash boon. That's all it takes. I guess they have 1 HP or something. Thank you for walking right into my attack. But there you see, I just split them so that he couldn't throw his poison dagger from over here. And let's hope it's not the... Cool.
That's one big figure.
See that? Use my call there and just destroyed him.
Good enough to eat.
I wanted it for Trippy Shot here. Look at that. 120, 222 in a burst. You throw that in a room when you go in. You're clearing it out.
Juicy.
I don't take a call because I forget to use it. Walk in the room and press B. Not that hard.
Go.
I am going to do this for the Divine Protection. I want to do this one too, though. I might just do them both. Even if I get... So, you know how you get... I don't typically do it. Once I get the sack, the Satyr sack, and I can give it to Cerberus, I move on and fight him. It's very rare that I go for an extra one. I don't think it's worth... I don't think it's worth not being able to heal afterwards. But I might do it here. You can still knock them both if you go back and forth. See, all that I have to do now is... What do I have here? So I guess I dashed at him. That inflicted chill. And then I just attacked him. And because I have Blinding Flash, that exposes, which is a status effect. And you get a plus 40%. Plus, I mean, exposed is a good status anyway, because you get backstabs and they just melts them. Who's hitting me? Guessing there's going to be a satyr that comes still. Yep. Using my call here, just to do some quick damage. Didn't get it. So I don't know if you know this about Athena, but all of hers, these Death Defiance ones, replenish a use. So super important. None of these really matter. Reduce damage. I guess I'll do that. With the other 13 that I get from Aphrodite is pretty good. This one's not bad. It's not great. It only helps you once per fight. 25%. It's not. I mean, think about Hades. It's not going to help you that much once you start at 25%. And don't take this either. Just for the 10% restoration. That's not worth it. That's not even a hit from him. I guess it's a hit. If you have 250 health, it's 25 damage. Resist damage from foes' attacks. That's what I'm taking. I would roll that if I wasn't trying to not roll. Oh, look at this. I'm going to take this one right now, where I heal a little bit. I'm going to take this also because these are each 3 rooms and then the big room here. So that'll carry over to Hades if I get it in the next one. I see you.
Try this way.
There it is.
Pulsators here. Just the
I didn't even...
I need.
Oh yeah, it was 6. Yeah. There's almost always gold in these little pots over here.
Down the chute.
So I'm definitely, these are double palms, by the way. So this thing sucks. You lose one of your hammers and you get two. So only to get 3 hammers, but you can't pick them. They're friggin' random. It's terrible, and you don't know which one you're losing either. So I'm just gonna take one of these double palms. Might go for attack if it's there. It's not there. I mean 9. That's a pretty decent special, and that's only on my special though. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna lob this thing at him. I'm definitely gonna lob it at him a lot. So, and I'll take the heart then.
After deliberating briefly, Cerberus
Can't believe how long this is taking. Stopping to explain everything. It's almost 3 o'clock. Shit.
You ready for another go?
I shall be interested to see if you can vanquish me again here, boy.
Do you know all of his attacks? I don't know if you how well you know his attacks. Let's. Anytime he pulls his arm back, he's gonna throw. See, that's the spin attack I'm talking about. These things inflict boiling blood. I don't know if you knew this. These things inflict boiling blood on you, so you take the 50% extra damage. So you really want to avoid the skulls. Just one extra dash makes that so much easier to dash through. That's the spin attack I'm talking about. If you dash twice as soon as he telegraphs it, you'll actually...
You think I shall go easy on you, boy?
Like last time.
You're easily distracted, you know that.
Look at that lovely sky. Show yourself, father.
I just ate those like an idiot because I'm worried about this thing. Not that it really matters, but because of that damage reduction they have, they really look at my life. I took a bunch of hits here. I still got plenty of health. That third dash just makes that so easy. So keep throwing this friggin' cast at him because it. The only reason I haven't used my greater call yet is because he's gonna become impervious here again, which I don't want to waste it on that. So right after this, I'm gonna use it. Look at how long he was in that because of the chill. I'm gonna get hit by one of these. Oh, I didn't. Alright, so now as soon as he comes back, I'm gonna use my cast on him. Look at how much damage this did. Why don't you use this? That was the whole quarter of his health. He always does the first thing he does is always the thing there. When he stands still like that, that's when he's calling those in. You get free attacks on him then. I don't know if you know his attacks in this phase. He does so. Yeah. So he does the same things he does before with throwing the skulls, lunging, spins, attacks. He does not summon anybody else anymore, but he does stop at 50% and become impervious again. So don't want to waste a call there. He does 2 things when he stands still. He either holds his staff and kind of presses it into the ground, and that's when these green bases come up. Or it spins around him, and that's when it's going to be the laser attack, and you need to get behind one of the things. I actually have the shield. I haven't used the bull rush at all this entire time. But if you wanted to, you could tank that laser attack with the bull rush. Just hold up your thing, and you're fine. You could be doing this whole fight with the bull rush. It'd take a lot longer, but you'd be safe. You would deflect everything and then bull rush through him. So, totally valid strat. But those are the 2 things to think about: is when he stands still, is he holding his staff against the ground, or is it spinning around his body? And then other than that, see, this one's spinning around. Just get behind the thing. Alright, so now he's impervious. So I'm going to wait until I get my God Gauge full again. God Gauge, by the way, works on number of hits. So if you have a slow weapon that doesn't hit a lot, it goes up a lot slower. It works on two ways. It goes up when you hit him and when you get hit. It's all about hits, number of hits. So something like the rail is really good for building God Gauge because you hit him with every bullet. It goes up the same amount as every hit with your sword. I got attack speed up. I hit twice with my attack. It goes up pretty quick for me here. That's a good thing. It's just something to keep in mind. That was a free hit time right there, and I kind of blew it. Oh. Saw it slowly spin around his body there. Ah. It's greater call. Destroy him. Use the calls, dude. That was 25% of his health there at the end. Just a call and standing and smacking him in the back. When you use the call, it inflicts hangover, that's a status. And my attack has exposed on it, so that's a status. Plus 40% damage right there. Hit him in the back, so there's 63% from the exposed status on its own. That's how you do it, man.
Again,
Say hi to Hypnos for me. By my father's name.
This calculated risk was better than I realized. That was nice. It affects, I don't know if you noticed, the shield attack that the shielded enemies in Elysium do. They do like a slam and it puts out 3 shockwaves. It slows that down, which is nice. It slows down the long spears attack. They have like a shockwave attack. So that's nice. I think I also got hit less from the archers because those were slower than usual. Usually those get me pretty good. At least one of them out of the 3 that they fire gets me. So that was a lot better than I thought it was. It was a good one. It was different than a lot of things that I normally get. That's it.
Although there are innumerable ways for one to die, our danger-seeking prince has come to know a sizable variety. Now,
all work is never done.
Suck it, Dad.